Good morning, family. How you doing? Figured I'd give you guys an update. I am sitting or standing in front of the RV that I'm going to be living in for probably the next 6 months or so. We haven't closed on the property yet, but we're leasing the place because the closing got pushed back because the bank's annoying. And so, yeah, here's my home for the next, little while. But that's not really the most interesting part. The most interesting part is the land. So as you can see, as far as the eye can see, this is gonna be mine. And I am interested in building. So as you can see, we have like a little yard and everything. There's still stuff everywhere because the people that own the place. We're closing in about a month. But we planned on closing a lot earlier. It's just the bank caused some issues. And so what we're doing is releasing the place. We're moving in slowly because my wife's job actually is starting earlier than we expected. So it's just a rough combination. But if you look on the other side of this RV, this is the proposed building site right here, somewhere around there, where we're going to be building a cabin or like a mother-in-law suite type thing. And then I don't know where the actual house will go, but we're going to be living in this thing for a couple of months, 6 months maybe, building the cabin, move into the cabin, wherever it might be, and then build a house further that way, or build, further that way. I'm not sure. So that's the plan. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick, short tour of the place. So maybe can I swap you? Can I flip you around? I don't know if I'm able to do that with this phone. I'll mess around with it later. Maybe I can do a different type of video later, but I don't have a way to edit it because I didn't bring a computer with me. But if you look behind me, right? So I'm on the road now, and this is a circle drive. And if you look back there, there's a trailer with their stuff, and there's a greenhouse. And what I wanted to do is actually build a cabin back in there. So let me take you back there. The reason why we're not doing that is because the septic tank is on the other side. And I had not thought of that through just yet. And of course, plans can change. We can adjust what we want to do 100 times, but until we start digging holes, we can do what we want, right? Dreaming is free. Don't ever stop dreaming, y'all. It's 100% free. Okay, so I'm next to this trailer full of their stuff. They're still gonna be hauling it out for the next month or so, but I'm gonna kind of walk back here into the thicket. There's still kind of a bit of a driveway. I wanted to introduce you to the greenhouse because this is gonna be where hopefully we're growing some of our food pretty quick. Hopefully in the spring we're able to do that. So here's the greenhouse back here, and if you look through the bushes and stuff, there's the RV and everything. So yeah, so if we turn, you can see this pretty view of the hills back here. We only have like 2 neighbors within hearing sight, or within earshot. That's earshot, that's the word. We only got like 2 neighbors within earshot of here. This is just a gorgeous place. We found a real gem. So greenhouse, and then right behind me is the tractor that they offered to sell it to me, but I haven't decided whether or not I actually want it. I think it'd be useful, but it's a lot of money, so I don't have that much money, so we'll see. But then back here, so you can see the tractor's back here. So back in there, the thicket, that is actually where I wanted to build the cabin. So if I shift a little bit, you can see that's the road, and it goes up. So it's just back in here. There's some. I think that looks like oak firewood there. That's awesome. But if you come back in here with me, this spot is a really nice spot. It's really like it's hidden, and it's underneath some. Whoa! I just hit my phone on a branch. I gotta be careful. I'm not used to filming out in the bushes like this. But yeah, so I'm thinking I would love to build a cabin back in here somewhere. The problem, like I said, is the septic tank. There's no septic tank here. We'd have to add a septic tank separately for the cabin, which I guess wouldn't be the end of the world. It's just a lot of extra money. Or we could do, like some people do, and just do like an outhouse type thing. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, this is kind of the building side. If you look, that I wanted to do originally, it would be a lot easier to build it over there. So we'll see. I want to show you guys one more thing real fast. So the land is just under 10 acres. And it is a hill, basically. I'm basically living on top of a hill. So like all the, if you can see this, all the ground is rocks. I mean, you just have rocks everywhere, all the rocks. But if you actually come in this direction, they actually cleared a bunch of the trees and stuff off of the hill. And actually the main hill, if I turn, the main hill, they cleared all this. They saved specific trees, but they cleared all that. Which is pretty crazy because they did it all by hand. They had a tractor, obviously, but they had, had a bulldozer. I think at one point for like one day they had a bulldozer, but for the most part, that was a lot of work. But if you look, so the RV is straight in front of me. This is a hill, and it goes all the way down to the property line, which the property line isn't at the bottom. It actually comes back up to the other hill, and that's where the property line is. But they cleared all this. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And if you notice, it's very quiet out here. I don't know if you can hear like one little bird out there chirping. But yeah, guys, so I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the place for the first time. Last night was our first night. My wife is a bit of a princess in the pea, if you've ever heard that story. Basically, the princess in the pea, I don't know how the story goes. It just means she's super sensitive to beds. She likes our bed, our specific bed. And so the bed that's in the RV is not staying. So she didn't sleep that well. She's still in there trying to wake up. I, on the other hand, sleep fine anywhere. So no issues. But sorry about if there's wind. Like I said, I'm on top of a hill. But anyway, slept fine, slept good. Probably gonna have to move the mattress. But it's our first night in the new place, leased. And basically it's ours until we close. Now, we do have an option to close earlier, and that's if the closing of the house that we're living in now happens sooner than we expected, which it could. The only issue is, and I wanted to show you guys this. I've been walking up to the kind of like near the entrance of the property here, but look at all this mulch. They mulched a bunch of cedar that they chopped down, and it was a burn ban, so they didn't burn it, so they just mulched it all. So I've got mulch for days, years, decades. I won't need any more mulch ever again. And then over here, more trees that they chopped down. See? So I've got lots of firewood already built in, and that's a tiny portion of how much firewood I actually have. If I come over to here, I've got my water well, so completely free water. Just got to pay for the electrical to pump it. And then this, this is great. Look at this. Look at this. That's enough firewood to last you a while. I mean, it's a massive pile of firewood they're leaving us. Unless they take this, I doubt it though. I gotta be careful with snakes. I mean, remember, I'm in Texas, so there's rattlesnakes pretty much everywhere. But that is a lot of wood. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy, and it's about as high as my chest, So it's probably about 5.5 feet tall at the peak, and probably I don't know, 15, 20 feet long, the pile. It's crazy. And then I've got a bunch of rocks too. Like I've got building material ready to go if I decide to build that way. It's crazy. And then up in that direction is the rest of the driveway. So, oh my gosh, the grass was so tall, it kind of tickled my finger and I thought I had a bug or something on me. But yeah, so welcome to the property. And I'm not allowed to build anything, obviously, until I actually close on the place, but it's kind of nice to be able to walk around and, dream up ideas. If anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments. But, yeah, it's awesome. So just giving you guys the vision. Probably, like if I show you from here, I'm facing the entrance, so there's the RV there. The cabin would be there, right next to it. And the reason why is because if you keep shifting over, you see the electrical pole? Right behind right behind the electrical pole, that's the septic tank over there. So staying between there and there with the building would be the easiest. Doesn't necessarily mean that's how we have to do it, but that would be the easiest. And then obviously the electrical is going through there too. So yeah, this is kind of the presented proposed building site. So All right, guys, that's all for me. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you soon.